All right, so here we are. We're getting ready to mow the tops of these weeds off out here in the pasture. This is part of my pasture restoration, trying to keep weeds from going to seed. Now, I realize that the goats will eat some weeds, but what you're seeing here is a lot of weeds they're not going to eat. I've already made a pass or two, trying to get my height set just right on my bush hog. About as close as I can get it. So we're gonna make some tracks here with old Blue. Get this little pasture right here, get the tops knocked out of it, go that middle pasture and that lower pasture down there. And then of course I won't do anything to that. Won't do nothing to that goldenrod. That's for the bees for this year. So just thought I'd give a little update here on what's going on. Looking better already. Okay, so here we are. We're done now. Roughly about 3 hours later. Of course, I had to go mow the road bank down at the end of the road where the county don't take care of it because it leaves a bad place for people to try to pull out. There's one of them jarrow spiders. Actually, two of them in there. The bigger one and the smaller one. Them things has got the farm covered up. I mean, they are everywhere. Supposedly they're not dangerous to us, and they don't seem to be dangerous to the native spiders, but they're an invasive species, believe it or not. All right, so yeah, I got done. The lay of my land is very hard to get the mower set up to where it will keep the constant height that I want. You'll be cutting good, and all of a sudden you dig in, and next thing you know, it's not cutting nothing because, you know, the ground's not flat. But overall, I'm very happy. Right here in front of the barn, this is where I fed hay last year. Yep, this is where I fed hay, and boy, it has really made a difference. Been watching Greg Judy and Stony Ridge Farmer about putting the hay out, and it has made a big difference for sure. Down there in that lower area, I've got a bad problem with creeping Charlie. I've got that stuff in tonnage. Oh, I see I got another dead tree down there. Anyway, so but yeah, that's where it's at. I've already put the tractor up. That's the most I've run the tractor since I had to do a tune-up on it, and it ran fine. I'm real pleased with it. So, but yeah, it's mowing's done. I was able to get in here and chop the tops off of all the seed, the majority of the seed heads off the ragweed and stuff like that, and made it look real good. You see my DeWalt power box down there. Had a flat tire on the tractor. I had to use that thing to pump the flat tire up. Pumped it up to 37 pounds in about 3 minutes. So that's a handy piece of equipment right there. So anyway, I guess the next thing is going to happen, if I understand correctly, that creeping Charlie, you need to treat it in the fall of the year. And we'll just walk down there. Y'all ain't got nothing to do, right? I've still got 30 minutes before I got to do anything else. And I mean, it's only like 93 degrees out here. It's not that hot. But yeah, there's a lot of forage in here for my goats. And you know, goats are pickier than people think. There's a lot of things they won't eat. They just absolutely won't eat it. And Creeping Charlie's one of them. They won't touch it. Oh man. But anyway. So yeah, here's a place where I had a roll of hay last year. And I want you to look at the Creeping Charlie around that thing. I mean, that stuff is taking over my little farm. And this little area down here, I think it's coming from that patch of woods. But yeah, that's gonna be the next thing on pasture restoration, getting rid of this Creeping Charlie. And I can keep the goats out of here so I can spray. It's gotta be sprayed. From what I understand, once it gets a foothold, you just gotta kill it. So that'll probably be one of my next installments on this pasture restoration. There's my one-horn unicorn goat. I forget what her name is. I call her Goat. And there's one of her babies. That's Goat. And that's Goat. Now, I provide fresh water for my bees. And this is a tub that just catches rainwater. Look here. When I was mowing, that thing was full of bees. I wouldn't drink that nasty water, but apparently they like wet taste. Jeff Eubanks, I'm gone. Bye-bye.